Hello everyone, it is I, Republic Studs, and today we are taking a look at the LEGO Star Wars Inquisitor Transport Scythe. Now, this LEGO Star Wars set is based off of the hit Obi-Wan Kenobi TV show, with 924 pieces retailing for $100 with 4 minifigures coming out in August of 2022. Now, 75336 is, of course, one of the iconic vehicles that showed up in the show, transporting around mainly Sister Reva, but also transported around others like the Grand Inquisitor and Fifth Brother. And in today's video, we are going to be taking a full look at this LEGO Star Wars set. So with that said, I'm going to ask you all to hit that subscribe button if you love LEGO Star Wars like I do, and we're going to get right on into this full comprehensive review with my final thoughts at the end. So with that said, I will leave a Amazon affiliate link if you want to buy this set. Buy it now. I'll leave a link right in that description so you can get it today. With that said, let's get into it. So first up, here we have a look at the box art for the Inquisitor Transport Scythe. First up, you have all the piece counts, everything, all the details there. We have the box art on these, one of the first Kenobi sets revealed, obviously. You do get Obi-Wan there with his hood, and you get Vader with the red eyes, which supposedly LEGO actually did try an attempt to make, but failed with the molding process. You have the figures, and you have the space area of Tatooine. Obviously, it is flying over the legendary planet where the Skywalkers started. Now let's flip around the box to the back. At the back, we have a depiction of Tatooine. It's very simplistic. You have a look at all of the neat play features that are included in this set, as well as a depiction of all the minifigures fighting Obi-Wan. That seems like a little bit of an outmatched battle right there. And then, of course, we have the legendary side box printing where the scythe is prominent. Now, with that said, let's take a look at the instruction manual. So here is a look at these increasingly crummy manuals. It just does not look good. Again, I love how it says, get excited about our new packaging, when nobody is excited about this. Everyone hates it. The little central figure here is Reva. They keep choosing like the worst figures for a lot of these. It could have been literally anyone else. That was just not a fun option. You have the, obviously, finale build right here. Usually they have like a little thing like saying, hey, you're done, but they didn't have that here. You do have the advertisements for all the sets, and then you have the pieces that are featured. Now, with that said, we are going to jump right on in to a hyperlapse build of this set. If you do not want to watch it, we will have timestamps down below, so you can skip around. But with that said, let's go. So our first minifigure up is the legend, of course, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, this is first off a great minifigure. You do get this exclusive cloth piece, which is yet to really appear. You get some nice detailing on it. But for the sake of this review, I am going to be taking that off. Here it is kind of laid out flat. It is very just soft material, very nice. And as for the figure itself, this is a very unique version of the character. He is, of course, wearing his little blue garment with his belt. He comes with his lightsaber, no leg printing, which is especially disappointing with the way they have his cloth so prominently featured. Back printing, he does have his mullet, which does also have an alternate face, which is a bit more angry. And overall, he's certainly just an interesting figure. I wouldn't say he's necessarily the best, but I'd say he's certainly been forgotten by a lot of people. This figure's been really, quite honestly, forgotten. With that said, let's move into another figure. Now, here is the third sister, or Reva, by far the most disappointing figure of this set, in my opinion. for a number of reasons. Now, first off, she does come with her Inquisitor lightsaber, which is a very nice piece. She does not come with leg printing. So first flag right off the bat. Second flag, the torso is just kind of plain, front and back, just not very exciting. And then finally, of course, it is this hairpiece. I don't know what it is. I just don't think this hairpiece accurately represents her. While she doesn't come with any alternate faces, which would have worked because she is very angry throughout the show, I do not know this hairpiece. Honestly, I don't know if this was made exclusive for her or not. I just do not think it particularly works for her character. Maybe it does, and I'm just not feeling it, but this is how I feel. This is the thought I have on this figure. I just don't like how there's, like, no hair on the side of her head. It feels, quite honestly, off. But with that said, let's move into the next minifigure. Now here is the man, the myth, the legend, the fifth brother. First time we have gotten this figure since 2016, somewhere around that time, where it came in Captain Rex's ATT. Here he is again with his Inquisitor lightsaber. Now first off, he is a very cool minifigure. You do get full wraparound printing on him, on the front and the back. Let me take off his lightsaber blades, and you do get a clip-on lightsaber area. You also do get back printing, of course. You don't see much of it. And then, obviously, you do get this face, but you can turn it around, and you get this really weird thing. I don't remember this. But you can make your own new Inquisitor, I guess. Maybe that's his mask or something. I honestly have zero clue what that is. Either way, it is covered, of course, by this. Last time we got this guy, remember, he just had an alternate face. So I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Maybe that was some sort of deleted scene or something. Either way, it's very cool. I'm really happy to see this piece in particular, the hammerhead type piece, return. And I'm excited that this is the only 1/1 exclusive, arm piece. It is very different from the Inquisitors, which we will get to right now. Hello, it is the Grand Inquisitor. Wow, this is a beautiful minifigure. We have not gotten him since like 2014. He is great. He, of course, does come with his lightsaber. Now, before we get into any of that, he does come with the same leg printing as the fifth brother. He does, however, have a different torso print, which is very nice. You lift this up, he does get some nice back printing, nothing insane. Of course, you do get this amazing piece up front. You do get his little emblem that signifies he's the Grand Inquisitor on him. You also, of course, do get this amazing face print and back print. They really were great with him. Again, clips on here so you can use the helicopter blades and fly off, which is really cool. Honestly, with this figure selection, it is pretty good. The main thing is obviously miscount. I think it needed one more minifigure just to make the set feel a little more well-rounded. It would have been a 10 out of 10 set if it was not missing, say, a Stormtrooper or just someone with a blaster, because you have all lightsaber guys, no one to really pilot this ship, and yeah, that just feels a little off. Maybe you could have thrown Vader in. I would have rather just seen a Stormtrooper of some sort thrown in. You could have even thrown in Owen Lars. I think all of that would have worked. Now, with that said, let's get into the build. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now we are going to take a look at one of the most beautiful and great value $100 sets we have seen in a very long time, in the form of, again, the Inquisitor Transport Scythe. So we're going to work our way from the front to the back. With that said, let's go. Now here is the set. You will notice lots and lots of detailing attached to the sides, both sides of which they are varying, obviously. But first off, the big main feature that is in the set, you have a full interior, which is amazing. So first off, you're going to want to lift this piece right here and lift this one right here. This leaves room for you to, say, have Reva exit the vehicle, and you have a lot of room, and you tile it out. They didn't have to do that. It makes the set feel very full. It makes it feel very nice. And I really kind of just want to dive straight on into the interior, which is one of the coolest we've seen in a LEGO Star Wars set in a while. Now, to open this set, you do as follows. You take this nice printed windshield piece, you lift it up, and then you can load your cockpit in there, or your pilot in there, and then after that, you're just going to lift it up again. It lifts up a little bit like that, and if you like, you can open up the back area too. Now let's take a look at the interior itself. Now you can sit down your Reva minifigure like so. There are some stud hoppers there, but overall she can control that little panel right there. It is a very simplistic design. It's a little hard to focus here, but you do get the point. It is a pretty simplistic build. You also do have these areas in the back for your other figures. Now before we get into those, I do want to show you the stickers. These come on both sides. They look very nice. Just some nice extra button detailing, and you'll notice these clips here. Now these are for your Inquisitors, and actually you can load their lightsaber blades here, so they give you somewhere to put them, which I think is great. Ideally, what they could have done is put some sort of crate here, and with that crate you could have stored them, because these do of course stick out a little bit like sore thumbs in my personal opinion, but it works just fine. You could do it like this, and then once you of course have that loaded up, you can sit them down, and they give some extra space here, so that way you can actually have the lightsaber hilt stick on them. If that is something you so desire, you just have to put his hand up on his left side, or rather right side, and that is basically it to get your guy, the fifth brother, to sit down. And you can do the same thing with the Grand Inquisitor on this side, and of course there is another little area for you to store his lightsabers, and again, there's so much room back here. Now I want to show you a bit more of it. Now, believe it or not, there is actually room in the back. Now, first off, there's a little sticker resembling, you know, I guess what would be the exit area, and there's actually enough room here for you to put Obi-Wan. And what's better is something I haven't seen in a really long time in a LEGO Star Wars set, where you could actually like fit people standing up, and you'd fit a couple. You'd probably fit 3 to 4 other characters there, and if you didn't have the lightsaber hilts, possibly even more, you could close it right up, and you have 0 problems, no major stoppages, just a great working, functioning build that has a nicely sized interior for you to load your stormtroopers or whoever else in. You also do have the back area. Now, for those wondering, there's not much you could do with this. You can lift it up about this far. It doesn't, again, do very much. As if you move down, though, you do get some engine pieces, which function like engine pieces. And you do get some of these little wind adjusters, I guess, so when you're flying, it helps adjust. And if you want to take these off, you do have some of those being held in by those little cup pieces there, however you would call those. And again, you get that some nice stickering up there. Now let's take a brief look at the wings and the landing gear. Now here are the wings. You can fold them up like so. They look very nice in this position. You can also, of course, have them go down. It is essentially a small shuttle where the wings are not made up as prominently. So that is, of course, very nice. And they do have, of course, plenty of little blastering details. You can use flick fires, which are under them, and you can fire. I fired one right there. And they're very simplistic, very nice design overall for the wings on the set. And then, of course, the landing gear on the bottom are pretty darn self-explanatory. Now, with that said, let's get into my final thoughts. So, is this the best value of 2022? Yeah, I think so. This is the most easily well-rounded LEGO Star Wars set, with its only major flaw I didn't even think relevant to point out in the review. These 2 little gray pieces right here, which stick out like a little badly, but literally that is the only flaw, plus the, you know, exclusion of an extra minifigure. I think it could have used a stormtrooper, say, you know, it really felt lacking in that department, especially because they were on board this particular ship, and it just needed one non-lightsaber character for, say, Obi-Wan to fight, or it was just really, it could have used an Owen or something. Plus, all the most recent $100 sets have come with a minimum of 5 minifigures, so I don't like lowering the standard for sets like this, unless they're like UCS, like the BD-1 style droid. Now, in terms of size, this thing is a phenomenal. Look how gigantic this thing is. It's great proportions. Its interior is some of the best we have gotten in LEGO Star Wars in, quite frankly, a long time. We have not gotten actual standing room in a LEGO Star Wars set in I can't think how long. It's been so long since we've gotten like real, true standing room you could actually like stand around people in. And it is a transport, so you can transport some people too, which is always great, and I am beyond appreciative for. So thank you, LEGO. This is just a overall well-done, well-rounded LEGO Star Wars set, missing one minifigure to make it truly, truly perfect. And then again, these things, again, a minor complaint I don't even think worthy of bringing up, which is why I'm going to honestly give this one like a 9.9 out of 10. It needed that one minifigure, would have been perfect, but it is still pretty dang close. They nailed the look, they nailed the accuracy, the features are amazing from all the entrances to the interior itself. With that said, I will see you all in the next one. Remember to peace out and stay awesome. Wait. I can't believe you guys were just about to click off this video without liking it. What's the deal? Why'd you do that? Don't do that. Click that like button. I'm still waiting. Okay, you can go now.